Hello, everyone. So I am joined this week, obviously not by Nick. You may have heard us mention her name on this before because this is our fabulous, the writer behind the great content that you get to see. This is Maddie.
Hi, everyone. I'm decidedly not Nick.
Decidedly, yeah. Just in case there was any confusion, we have new and improved co-hosts this week. Sorry, Nick, don't mean it.
We don't mean it. We don't mean it.
But yeah, so we are going to dive into some fun sports ball and celebrity related things. Honestly, it's like the perfect pair of what we can each talk about. So.
Absolutely. Well, you know, if I was going to be on the podcast, I obviously had to make it super sports centric for my one good ride.
There it is. All right. This is Live to Tell. I am going to kick it over to you to kind of bring up the topics and
awesome. Yeah, this will be a nice little role reversal for you to give the color on top of the
all of my opinions,
the play-by-play. Yeah. So fantastic.
Yes.
The Women's World Cup is happening right now, as you all know, literally right now.
Right this second as we record.
Just kidding. This is airing on Wednesday, so that game was yesterday.
That's right.
But ratings have been through the roof. So Fox, in very large part due to the dominance of Team USA. So Fox has been obviously rooting for the U.S. women to keep playing because that's what's drawing the ratings in America. But on Friday's game, when the U.S. played France, who's hosting the tournament, the U.S. won 2-1, if you guys were not aware. But Nielsen live same-day data said that 6.2 million people were watching at its apex, which is insane. And it was the highest quarterfinal on record.
I'm saying they're normally like in the middle of the day, right?
Yes. Well, depending on where they host, right? Well, and if it's in Europe, then it's harder for us in America to watch. But like if it's in South America, then it's usually better viewing. But yeah, nuts. And it was the 5th most watched on record. I mean, as far as Women's World Cup was concerned.
Here's to hoping that this is proof that like maybe they deserve to get paid a little more.
I would say so. I think that I agree. Yeah, they're so fun to watch. And it's exciting to see America do well.
Especially on the 4th of July weekend.
So. Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Should things go well today, the final is on Saturday.
Okay.
Or Sunday, actually. Sunday. But
running
out the holiday weekend.
No, perfect.
This is what I'm here to teach you.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
These clearly important
I'm learning so much. All right. Celebrity. My fave.
Of course. So last week, Kim Kardashian announced the launch of her shapewear line, which is like essentially Spanx, but Kim Kardashian branded, right? And it was going to be named Kimono. But as you may imagine, that was met with some uproar, and she was accused of cultural appropriation.
Shocking. We were just talking before we started filming this, like how many people saw that and were like, that's totally trademarkable. Like, it's just, even if you wanted to call it that, like, you're never going to be able to get a right to it. It's clearly something that's been around for thousands of years that has a cultural meaning and significance to a whole crew of people that you're ultimately trying to sell to. I mean, I think it's smart because at first I think she was like, I'm going to keep it. And I was like, you dumb. Like, don't. Yeah. You're a smarter businesswoman than this. Like, you're a genius. I mean, people will fight me on that. And but the woman knows how to sell stuff.
You're absolutely right. And that's what she said, too, when she announced on Monday that she was going to change things. Yeah. And she was like, as I've been this entrepreneur, I've learned and grown with my fans. And like, they revealed this thing to me that I hadn't considered. So I'm taking it into account and taking the product to market with a new name. But it was crazy. A lot of the Japanese community was giving her some backlash, especially. It was interesting. There was even the mayor of one of Japan's capital cities tweeted at her to reconsider her trademarks, because I guess that was what the big problem with it was not even that, like, I mean, beyond cultural appropriation.
Beyond the problem,
beyond the problem, the greater problem is that she's trying to trademark it, which then means that like all these people that create actual
Yeah.
kimonos would not be able to.
I have to pay royalties to Kim Kardashian. I mean, I can't. Their family tries to trademark everything. I remember her mom, Kris Jenner, tried to trademark like Proud Mama or something like that. And it was like, what?
That seems
Like,
way too basic.
I mean, genius, but you can't do it.
Yeah.
All right. Cash
right.
money. Oh, actually,
Let's go.
I do know about this one too.
Oh, cool. Well, right, because we talked about it before.
Yes.
I've definitely written this into the
Yes.
script before. So the first time that this happened, we're talking about Kevin Durant. That should be important to know. So over the weekend on Sunday, Kevin Durant, who was going to become a free agent, free agency started on Sunday at 6 p.m. He long rumored was to be going to the Knicks, and he did end up choosing New York, but he chose Brooklyn. And as a result, MSG Networks, who owns Madison Square Garden, it's the media company that's attached to it, they have broadcast rights to pretty much all Knicks games. Their shares on Monday morning when the stock market opened plummeted to the tune of $130 million, which Kevin Durant signed a contract for $164 million, I think, which like those stock plummets could have really covered that. And
Yeah, no kidding.
it's nuts. Yeah. And so the stocks also plummeted when he originally tore his ACL,
Yeah.
which supposedly is why the Knicks weren't going to pay him all the money that he wanted.
Got it.
Because he's going to miss pretty much the entire next
That is
season.
an
But
injury you easily bounce back from.
right, but it's crazy just the magnitude of these players and how they can literally move stocks and the values of these franchises.
Right.
It's crazy
It's
to
insane.
me.
This is why, and this is my like own personal like rant of this. I think that if you are, if you are someone with this much power and this much like ability to influence something that's like a publicly traded entity, I think and I hope that like as a part of a sports franchise or organization, there needs to be, I feel like, a class of how to manage that shit. Learn how to manage your money.
No, absolutely.
Because if you're not someone like Kevin Durant and you go and you like buy your private jets and you're like, whatever, like, cool, do it. You should. You have enough money to do it. But it's like you leverage that power, turn it into a brand. Consider franchising, like in a home where you're like a town where you're a hometown hero. Like, totally. I don't know. That's my personal opinion on not even just like athletes, like celebrity in general. Like if you're someone that is young with money, you need to know how to manage it.
Yeah,
I worry for these people.
I think honestly,
I want you to be okay.
No, I agree. And in the NBA too, I think it's gotten a little bit better. I mean, you hear like stories from, and I'm sure it still happens, but the late 90s and like early 2000s about guys like signing one big contract and then like going
broke. You think it'll last forever
later. But I think that there's been these telltale signs to obviously like learn from mistakes of others and then get better at it. So shout out to KD. Hopefully
he got that bread, man.
Uses this well.
All right. Forward thinking.
So there is a new brand out there called Safer. It's a Boston-based company that is essentially Uber, but its differentiating factor is that it's by women and for women, which is cool because, again, we were just talking before the mics turned on about how most of us ladies out there have heard a horror story or two about a creepy Uber driver, whether it's us or our friends. But so this company is based in Boston. They just opened in a second city, which is Orlando, and they're hoping to grow through franchising, which is interesting, obviously, as the roots of this podcast were
our OG days, but
originally based in the franchise industry. But so apparently there was another concept too called See Jane Go that was I was personally unaware of that was founded in Southern California, which then grew to just not have enough money. There were a lot of like pre-reserved rides and then they had this going, but then they just ran out of capital to make the company go. Because obviously it's harder to like get people to buy onto a new concept when Uber and Lyft are already established. But like, I really like the concept behind this and I think it's cool. And I wish them the best. I think that it's interesting to see like a rideshare company try to expand through franchising. That's not how I conceptualize the industry at all.
I wonder though if this actually like gains traction. I wonder if Uber and Lyft will like input a feature where you can like select like a male or female driver. Like I feel like that would squash this in a heartbeat.
Oh, absolutely! It would keep their dominance in the market. And I think that there's like obviously a play for it.
I don't know. We'll see.
Awesome.
Stay safe out there, kids. We're really concerned for people today, just in their general well-being. It's like never happens, so let's ride it while we can. All right, friend or foe?
Okay.
Another debate we've been having.
This is such a good debate, in my opinion.
I like it. Emily's like, absolutely not.
This KFC Cheetos fried chicken sandwich that was tested in a bunch of southern markets at the beginning of the year is now being rolled out nationwide. I noted in our script that's going to be published with this that an important side note is that Chester Cheetah is now Colonel Sanders in marketing campaigns.
Genius marketing strategy.
I am so curious, Cassie, as to whether you would eat the sandwich or not. Because, okay, I think that it's important to describe it too. So, it's a crispy chicken fillet that is, quote, drizzled with a Cheetos-based sauce, layered over actual Cheetos and mayo, and served on a toasted bun.
I feel like the answer to that question depends on, am I under the influence of something? And then that would probably determine where I'm at. I think it would be funny to like try it. Do I envision myself? Just the idea of going out into public in front of people.
Yeah, no, you have to purchase the sandwich.
Being like, I would like the Cheeto chicken sandwich. I don't think I have the confidence to do that.
I get that.
But like I don't know, maybe like I was just saying the Burger King Cheeto mac and cheese things, like I'm sure did really well from a sales perspective. Were they great? No, but it was a good crossover. People love Cheetos. People love KFC.
Right.
It'll probably sell really well. I mean, it's obviously getting them pressed, but we should like hit up KFC. I don't even know if there's a KFC around here. There has to be. I'm
not sure. That would be funny. That should be next time that I write these scripts for you guys and I'm talking about like a specific food item, I should go pick it up and then bring it so that you guys have another visual element.
so many like tests of like all the Starbucks stuff. Ooh, sorry, I might just hit my mic. I know how much that stinks for audio people. So all right.
Sorry about that.
All right. So heating up, I'm going to pretend to be Nick.
Oh, I love this.
This will be like the shortest countdown that like ever runs on this.
All right. Let me tee you up.
Yes.
We have so much sports ball on this show today.
Yeah, really.
I'm so honored to be here.
We're owning it.
So Nick's column this week is about former Major League Baseball player Bill Buckner, who recently passed away after battling dementia. He was only 69 years old. And he talks about how, despite the fact that this man had a 22-year Major League Baseball career, amassed more than 2,700 hits, he's singularly known for his huge error in the 1986 World Series where the ball went right through his legs.
Right. All right. So I admittedly had to look up who this dude was when I was editing Nick's column this week.
It happens.
And Nick's overall point is that essentially in business and life, especially when the idea of celebrity, you're judged on a moment of one mistake versus this whole career that you had that was great, where why can't we take a step back and try to view it as like the general greatness or humanity of whatever you're building.
Right.
I think it depends on the level of fame that you have for someone like a Bill, for example. What's his last name? Buckner. Because it's like Kim Kardashian, for example, just majorly insulted an entire culture and nothing will happen. Like it will be perfectly fine. Obviously, like she didn't lose a World Series and people take their sports ball, particularly in Boston, very seriously. That's true. But it's like...
She's not wrong.
And it is. And Nick also mentions like the Steve Bartman thing. That one I did remember. But it's like, it is. Right. You have this moment in time where if you're, I don't know, pinned down to be that one thing, I mean, that kind of sucks. Even in business, you're always... The people that are going to speak the loudest are the people that are going to criticize you or the people that are really love you. The truth is going to lie somewhere within the middle. But... I mean, it's a shame that this dude passed away very young, and it seems like he was very talented. So, R.I.P. bro.
R.I.P. bro. I thought it was cool, too, that Nick had that nice personal connection with Bill Buckner. That he signed a ball for him was super nice. Like, that's what he gets to remember, too, which speaks again to the point of there's always that middle ground. And
I know.
Control the narrative as much as you can.
It's a nice reminder to try, because I'm definitely someone that jumps to an opinion really quickly. It's nice to try to remember to be like, okay, there's like a bigger picture at play here.
To form the opinion on the body of work is always the goal. It's not always the easiest thing in the world to accomplish, though.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, thank you for sitting in this week.
Of course. It was fun.
Yeah, this is like
hopefully I won't have to be back very soon. But
Nick's going to be like, psych, I'm out. See ya.
Yes. You'll hear me again through the topics that are chosen. And again, if we can get that food delivered to for the visual display. We'll try to make it happen.
We'll figure it out. All right. Enjoy the 4th, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Bye.